Lynette Varner from Indiana Beta Epsilon, and the members of the Ball State Alpha Delta Kappa Collegiate Club, some of our newest members, and we're so excited to hear about them.
So yes, you know it's a true Alpha Delta Kappa friend when they give you the shirt off their back. And it took about 2 years for her to get it back, though. I found it. I finally found it and shipped it to her. So, good morning. You have no idea how awesome it looks up here to see all of you doing this. It was great. The joy is in the journey and the friends you meet along the way. It is wonderful to be here today and to be a part of the 2017 Inspire Education Symposium. We truly appreciate the opportunity to share with you about the Alpha Delta Kappa Collegiate Club. And first of all, I'd like to say a heartfelt thank you to the 2013-2015 International Executive Board and International Chapter for giving me the opportunity to begin the first Adkcc group at Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana. I'd also like to thank the 2015-2017 International Executive Board and International Chapter for supporting and encouraging us through this amazing process. Many Alpha Delta Kappa sisters and headquarters staff have been instrumental in getting this first collegiate club put into place. I won't list all the names as I don't want to risk leaving anyone out, but you all know who you are, and you have a very special part that you have played in this incredible journey. Well, I have to admit that as my 6-year term on the International Executive Board and International Chapter was coming to a close, I was wondering what I was going to do with my spare time. And I actually had entertained thoughts of what I could do in the community that actually didn't have Alpha Delta Kappa roots. During the May 2015 Executive Board meeting, I was asked to investigate the possibility of starting a club at Ball State University. Actually, I was told to do it. And then I said, okay, I will check out the possibility because I'm not sure that it can happen on the university side, but I will look into it. And so that was just the first step of many that leads us here to this particular room on this particular day. The joy is in the journey and the friends you meet along the way. And I've met many Alpha Delta Kappa friends since 1985, and I'd like you to meet a few of my Adkcc friends who have traveled on this wondrous journey with me during these past 2 years. And I'm going to share a little bit about each of the 3 young ladies with me today, but I want to be brief so that you can hear from them. And I think once you hear from them, you're going to conclude that the future of education is in good hands. These young ladies represent an awesome connection as their Alpha Delta Kappa journey has just begun. Chloe Woodruff has served as our founding president for the past 2 years, and my, oh my, is she a dynamo. When I looked out in my classroom and I thought, I've got to get a student who really will do this with me, I picked Chloe, and I'm so glad I did. I haven't regretted it for 1 second. I'm sure she had no idea about the journey she was about to embark on. When she agreed in May 2015, I actually called her from Salt Lake City. I was doing a site visit with my daughter. I called her on the phone and said, hey, I talked to you about this group. I think it's going to happen. And I can honestly say that Chloe is one of the main reasons that we have an Alpha Delta Kappa Collegiate Club today. Actually, she's the main reason. And sitting next to Chloe is Elizabeth Earn, also known as Lizzie. She is serving as the second term as our events chairman, and she is an integral part of our executive board. She has planned and continues to plan special events and fundraisers to help the members make connections with each other and the community around us. And next to her is Brianna Levy. Brianna is the current president of Alpha Delta Kappa Collegiate Club. She and Chloe have been a part of Adkcc since our first year. And the 4 of us here with you this morning have been meeting for the past few months to work on our presentation, of course, and to reflect on our journey and plan what is next for our BSU Adkcc group. Chloe has lovingly passed the baton to Brianna, who is poised and ready, right? to move the club into uncharted territory as we embark on our third year. The joy is in the journey and the friends you meet along the way. I'm hoping that you'll take time while we're gathered today and during the 2017 International Convention to make friends with us as we continue along our Adkcc journey. And now Chloe Woodruff, the founding president of Alpha Delta Kappa Collegiate Club, would like to share a few thoughts with you.
We're going to see how this goes. The last 2 years of my life have truly been a whirlwind, and I have Mrs. Varner and Alpha Delta Kappa to thank for that. If you would have told me that by saying yes to Mrs. Varner's phone call during the summer of 2015 would have meant that I had to give a speech in front of nearly 2,000 people during the summer of 2017, I would have called her right back and said, "No, thank you, I do not accept, this is terrifying." But now I really cannot show my gratitude enough for all the valuable life lessons and friends I have gained and learned from Mrs. Varner and during my time as the founding president of the Alpha Delta Kappa Collegiate Club. To be honest, when I received Mrs. Varner's phone call asking me to be the founding president of Adkcc, I was very honored but equally as intimidated. I had no clue what I was getting myself into, but I was confident that any opportunity to continue to learn from Mrs. Varner would be a great one and a privilege. Mrs. Varner and I talked frequently about our first meeting and how nervous we were standing in that room, hoping someone, anyone, would show up. Sure. At our first meeting, we had a grand total of 11 attendees. After that, our numbers started increasing little by little at each monthly meeting. By March 15, 2016, at our chartering ceremony, we had 25 members who met the criteria to be initiated. Through our second year, we gained members very rapidly through good advertising, a new nomination system, and by word of mouth. On March 15, 2017, at our one-year celebration, we initiated more members, and we ended this past semester with a total of 55 members. I just really wanted to do that, so there we go. Okay. We also now have 16 alumni members of Adkcc who have graduated since we started, and they're all currently getting ready to start their first or second years of teaching. Another adventure has been that we started a student teaching program where we partner Adkcc student teachers with ADK chapters during their student teaching process. By doing this, we hope to get more and more passionate and qualified women to become a part of the organization that each and every one of us in this room has fallen in love with. One of the original goals of the Alpha Delta Kappa Collegiate Club was to provide our members with meeting topics and knowledge that we often do not learn about in our classes and during the college career. Another goal was to leave the Muncie community better than we found it. I can stand in front of you today and say that I believe over the last 2 years, we have not only improved and impacted the Muncie community, but we have also provided our members with knowledge that will be valuable to them in their future endeavors as educators. To further explain our past 2 years as the first collegiate club associated with Alpha Delta Kappa, I would like to introduce Elizabeth Earn.
So I joined Alpha Delta Kappa Collegiate Club in September of 2016, although I had been hearing about the club since it began in the summer of 2015. Chloe had been telling me all along about this crazy thing she was doing with one of our professors, and I always thought it sounded like an amazing opportunity. So as soon as I met the membership requirements, I joined immediately. I also knew I wanted to be an integral part of this awesome organization and help it succeed as much as possible on and off campus. By joining the executive board as events chairman, I truly believe I have done so, and I'm grateful to have the honor of continuing to do so as I serve my second term. As a club, we meet once a month, and our meetings vary greatly in topics and content areas. We, as the executive board, try to pick topics that will further our knowledge as educators. Originally, Chloe sent out a survey to all of our members so that we could get a broader range of meeting ideas and so that we could adhere to meeting our members' wants and needs. This came with pros and cons as we successfully accomplished every one of our members' ideas for meetings. The downfall to this was that we were at somewhat of a standstill for the third year. This is when Brianna sat down with the 2017-2018 executive board and generated a whole new list of bigger and better options. We have had many successful meetings that have improved our connection to the Muncie community while providing our members with more information and experiences that do not come with a normal classroom college setting. Some of these meetings include a principal panel that contained principals of an elementary school, a secondary school, and a director of special education. We also had Nick Flowers from the Indiana Department of Education come and talk to us about STEM and standards. We attended the North Central Regional Convention in July of 2016. We also attended the East Central Founders Day celebration. We have had a speaker from Child Protective Services come and talk to us about mandated reporting. We have had a joint meeting with the Indiana Beta Epsilon chapter. We have had a first-year teacher panel to help give us advice on what to expect right out of college. We had a joint meeting with the Alliance for Disability Awareness, which is another club on Ball State's campus. And we also had a student-teacher panel with students who are currently in the final weeks as student teachers. We have also connected with our community in many ways. Our first year, we made scarves and donated them to a local nursing home. Our members enjoyed this activity so much that the following year, we decided to do it again. And we also sang Christmas carols through the nursing home. Each year, we also participate in a community service event called Secret Families. On the first Saturday in December, we get up at 5 a.m. and shop at our local Meijer for families in our area that wouldn't be able to afford gifts for their family at Christmas time. The first year, we joined with the Beta Epsilon chapter to make a team. In this previous December, we were fortunate enough to have 2 teams of completely Adkcc members. Fortunately, Brianna has already signed us up for another 2 teams this year, and our members are already looking forward to it. I believe we will continue to be doing both of these events yearly because of the great feedback we have received from our members and the Muncie community. All in all, I can say without a single doubt that Adkcc is a very well-rounded and beneficial organization that is truly making our future educators the best people and the best teachers they can be. Every year, we strive to implement new and improved goals that will help our club continually grow and succeed. To further explain these goals for the next academic school year, I will introduce the current president, Brianna Levy.
Being the current president of Alpha Delta Kappa Collegiate Club, I metaphorically represent the future of this organization. And believe me, I don't take this role lightly. Mrs. Varner calls me poised and ready. Chloe has taught me, fake it till you make it. So get back to me in a year and I'll let you know how it goes. Having been involved since the very beginning, I'm fully aware of the time, effort, and dedication that Chloe and Mrs. Varner have put into establishing such a successful and flourishing organization. I've spent the summer brainstorming hundreds of potential meeting ideas, considering which ones would be the most beneficial to all of our future teachers within Adkcc. These ideas have ranged anywhere from teaching about inclusivity in the classroom, specifically regarding topics like bullying and student sexual orientation, making cards to thank our past and current professors for their hard work and determination to make us the best educators we can be, providing beneficial resources for students who are taking the daunting licensing exams, and also continuing several different community outreach projects within Muncie. For the 2017-2018 school year, one of my biggest goals is to get a larger variety of education majors involved within the organization. As of right now, I'm the only secondary education major within the organization, and that truly is a shame. What's wrong with high schoolers? This organization has a plethora of things to offer to all majors, whether it's elementary education, special education, secondary, and even post-secondary. Not only this, but having a larger variety of majors will enhance our perspectives on all types of subjects and will allow us the opportunity to see and learn things from other points of view that we might not necessarily get in our current classes. I have the utmost faith and confidence that this organization will continue to prosper in many, many ways. The passion and dedication that each and every one of our members possesses in regards to Adkcc is simply unfathomable. And more importantly, the enthusiasm that they have for education in general is unsurpassed. I know for a fact that every woman in this room right now would be more than hopeful for the future of education after witnessing the passion that is within our organization. We would love to get to know as many of you ladies as we can, so please feel free to stop us at any point during the convention. It has been such an honor getting to know most of you thus far, and we would love to continue doing so. As Mrs. Varner has already said, the joy is within the journey and the friends you meet along the way. We're looking forward to many marvelous adventures with our new Alpha Delta Kappa sisters in the future. Unfortunately, not all of our members were able to attend this convention, but we wanted you all to get the opportunity to meet some of them, even if only for a few brief seconds. The video that we will show next was filmed during our one-year celebration in March and truly represents the passion of our members and how wonderful our organization has become in 2 short years.
Adkcc is a network of support with other future teachers at Ball State and also a way to be connected to teaching professionals from all over the state.
We're really glad that you're here today to celebrate our 1-year anniversary of a new era in Alpha Delta Kappa. We are only able to do this because of the support of all of you and the faculty and staff here at Ball State.
I became involved in Alpha Delta Kappa because Mrs. Varner, she was one of my teachers that I had for 2 semesters, and we just had like an instant connection, and anytime I went and saw her teach, I just felt inspired.
It's about growing professionally as a teacher and being supported by other girls and guys in the profession as well.
I'm Emma Thompson, and Adkcc to me means future teachers coming together and trying to be the best that they can be and reaching out to any resources that they can.
My name is Courtney Adkins, and Adkcc to me is a great way to network with different teachers around the Muncie area as well as internationally, so I'm really excited to see what it has for me outside of Ball State.
My name is Jill Ryan, and Adkcc to me is an awesome group of future educators who are always promoting each other.
I'm Kylie Breeden, and Adkcc means to me it's like this family of future teachers who are just supporting each other and trying to help each other become better in our future profession.
As I went through it and I've been doing this a couple years, I'm now even more positive that I'm in the right career field and it's what I want to be doing.
My name is Kelly Kavishta, and to me, Adkcc is just another great organization to bring future teachers together. ADK to me is just a really great place to meet lots of awesome new people who want to do the same thing that I do. Adkcc is something that I've just started becoming involved with, but I think it will be a great opportunity for me to be able to work with other students who also are in the same major as me.
Adkcc has been a great opportunity for me to grow as a leader and as an individual and an educator.
I'm going to miss it a lot, but I think that being able to join a chapter after college is incredibly important.
It's been just such an inspiring experience. Chloe and Mrs. Varner have just been such great role models and mentors and have pushed me to be the best teacher that I can be, and they are so inspiring. And then I love going to state and regional conventions and seeing all these just beautiful, bright, inspiring women there who love teaching and love education and have such a passion for it. And I walk out of those conventions just so moved and just so I want to be the best teacher I can be, and that's all thanks to Adkcc. We just want to say thank you so much for allowing us the opportunity to be here with you this week. We truly want to get to know as many of you as we can in the next 4 days, so please feel free to stop us. Thank you.